their game plan. They wanted one opportunity. In the second half, I think the opportunity that fell to Sitole, Coach Arthur Zwane mentioned it, that was what they're looking for. And if they took a point away from here, they would have been the happier of the two. But I think precision, quality, individual brilliance, I think that was the order of the day for Orlando Pirates, and I think the quality at the end of the day got them the deserved 3 points.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the two moments that really defined this evening's performance from a Pirates point of view. And first, it's a Rele Mofokeng header, something that we hardly hear about since he's joined the top flight.
Yeah, I think he's had a brilliant game overall. Appetite is back for goals. I mean, he's a skillful player, lethal around the box, in and around the box. The goal he scored, I think, would be an embarrassment for defenders, because, I mean, he's not the tallest player in the box. However, it came through a mistake as well from the defenders, defending too deep in the box. Mistakes will happen. A split second will cost you a goal, and Rele capitalized on that.
Yeah, lapse of concentration came from the blind side there, and that's a difficulty when you play with 5 defenders. People fall through the cracks, and I think credit to Mofokeng. The boy is playing with a smile on his face. He's enjoying his football, and that'll turn into goals. That'll turn into great performances. And we talk about the depth of this Orlando Pirates side. Here, the two substitutes combining well there. Machopa coming on, Andre de Jong showing his quality. That is why they brought him into Pirates. And then, at the end of the day, Mofokeng, the first touch. I think, Termy, you can appreciate that with the left foot. And the second one, it's not just a strike, a blind strike on goal. He's given him the eyes. He thinks he's going to go to the far post, and he clips it to the near post. They unfortunately won't be credited with the goal, but I tell you what, that'll give him the utmost confidence if ever he was lacking.
So then here's the thing about, I guess, the term Rele playing with a smile. It's not just when he has the ball at feet. Again today, as was the case against Magesi just a couple of days ago, the way he buzzes when he's playing in that 10 role. Again, something that I did level at Coach Wadu, and his answer was rather interesting.
Well, we look at the profile of his position. And number 10, for a player like him, I mean, a good shot here, with the, obviously, you know, goes without saying. But I'm saying, in and around the box, I think he's one of the lethal players. It comes with instinct. Some players, you learn these things. For him, it's instinctive. In and around the box, he just finds spaces and passes in small spaces. He sees them way before. It's very creative from him.
Yeah, something to note of this Orlando Pirates side, which is going to be very difficult to stop. Moremi will give them width on the right. It is the left back that will give them the width on the left. And that will allow Mofokeng alongside, if it be a Paulus, if it be any other attacker, if it be Maswanganya. They then play with 2 number 10s, and that becomes so difficult to contain this Orlando Pirates side. We've seen it against Magesi. We see it today. You think Apollos is taking up a different position. No, he's just inverted. He's alongside Mofokeng. And this is where they find, if you're playing with 1-6, it's very difficult to keep them out. And this is where Mofokeng can operate a little bit freely, go undetected, and then his brilliance just comes through.
Put your head on the block then, Stiga, as a man who has played as a 10 before. When you are looking at his profile, this young man who continues to just basically shine on every stage domestically, what's his best position for you?
I think he's definitely more difficult to contain in the 10 position. When he's out wide, it's very easy to double up on him and keep him out of the game. And I think it's a player that is not only a creative player, he's now got goals to his arsenal, and that sets you apart from being a good player and a great player, and he's got all the attributes to fulfill that consistently in South Africa.
Before we wrap this conversation up, I was asked, and I'm sorry I have to do this, I was asked to ask you, DK, how many headed goals did you have in your career?
I think I can count with my one hand. I'm not sure. I think 2 or 3 with the header.
I think it was own goals as well.
No, there were actual goals, real goals, but still, not many. I mean, Tina Siakrosa, Shaineti, Shaipensela, Sikrene.
He closes his eyes when he hits the ball.
Know your strength.
Okay, I want to quickly wrap up the conversation about Amazulu then. And again, we saw perhaps some visual evidence today of why exactly when it comes to shots taken on goal, they are the lowest team in the league. When it comes to efforts on goal, on target, they are what, 11th or 12th, yet it's their conversion rate that has them this high up on the standings. They have the best conversion rate in the league. Again, we saw that play itself out really throughout the 90 minutes today.
And that's what Arthur is lamenting. He knew that we're going to get 2 or 3 opportunities, and their conversion rate is up there, and that is why they're sitting on 30 points. So they need to be clinical, but we've seen evidence in the last 15 minutes, and we see that they had in the last 10 minutes, I think 65% possession.
Yeah.
It's an Amazulu side that has the ability to play on the front foot. They have the players, they have the speed, they have the creativity. So it's just when Arthur's won, he decides to play, okay, we're going to attack. But fortunately, they are not one-dimensional, and that'll put them in good stead to be a solid top 8 team this season.
Yeah, and he did mention that he is targeting that 4th or 3rd spot as far as the standings are concerned. Final word on Orlando Pirates then. This is a remarkable stat. Last season at this stage, halfway through the campaign, they won 36 points. This season, they're on 35. I bring it up because 36 points wasn't good enough last season to go on and win the league.
Yeah.
Again, top of the table, 3 points clear. Still a lot of work to be done, though.
Well, we'll have to look at the stats according to other teams as well.
Yeah.
We look at Sundowns. Are they the Sundowns that's been playing the same as last season? So it's also opposition, you know, title contenders. This season, I think they might have dropped a bit, and maybe that gives a reason to what you just pointed out, the stats you just gave. But still, I think they're playing well. They've lost 2 games. I mean, for me, Pirates has been consistent. They have the best squad, arguably. At this moment, currently, I think they have the best squad. The bench is very strong, and that's where they win the game. In the second half, when teams are tired, I think they pick it up, and that's credit to the squad, of course. Qualitative superiority in every area for Pirates. So for me, they have a chance of taking it.
We've spoken at length about the attacking side, which looked really good for the majority of the game today for Orlando Pirates. One effort that Sipho Chen was really asked to go on and grab, he does exactly that. A big reason why in the 11 matches that they've won in the league this season, 10 have come with a clean sheet for Pirates.
And another clean sheet this evening, and I think that is what Orlando Pirates will take from this game. Yes, they got the 3 points, but more impressively is that defense. And what will set them apart and be favorites in terms of winning the league this season is that they do not have to contend internationally with the CAF Champions League. They'll want to go for the Nedbank Cup. They've got a cup in the bag. They'll want this 3rd trophy. They'll want to make it the trio that has eluded them for a while since the coach, the Dutch coach was in charge.
Ruud Krol.
I remember Lechwati.
Yeah.
Treble, you know. Yes. So I do think that this gives them the opportunity to have that eye closely fixed on the Betway Premiership, because Sundowns needs to do well in the Champions League, and Kaizer Chiefs have Confederations Cup.
Interesting that you mentioned that then, because the last time Orlando Pirates did win the league, by this stage they'd conceded about 11 goals. They are currently sitting on 5. 11 is the record for the least number of goals conceded by a team in South Africa's top flight. If they say that defense wins you titles,
yep,
goals win you matches, Orlando Pirates are looking really good.
Take it back to 2010. Probably that's the stat you're talking about. Not to brag, but that's the last time they won the league.
He says not to brag, then he brags.
That's bragging. Yeah,
no,
bragging.
you talk about defense. I have to mention, he's not given enough credit. Siema, one of the key players in this Orlando Pirates team, I think he deserves a mention as well. So to show that they've acquired quality, not only up front, but also in defense. So that gives you balance.
Stiga, final word to you then. Orlando Pirates, they're playing the role of title favorites pretty well at the moment.
They deserve that title, and their consistency has shown it. And they are in pole position. They've got the 3 points today, and I think they will not want to leave this first position until the end of the season.
Yeah, what makes it all the more interesting is the fact that there is so many games for us to look forward to in the Betway Premiership. This month alone, Orlando Pirates still have Mamelodi Sundowns and indeed Kaizer Chiefs certainly going to be testing their mettle as title favorites for the 25-26 Betway Premiership season. Thank you so much to all of you at home who have lent us your attention throughout the course of the evening. The big headline is that Orlando Pirates are back top of the standings after a 2-0 victory at Amazulu. That is Stanton Fredrics. That is Dekgane Mabalani. My name is Lwazi Zikubu. From myself and the rest of the team out here at Gagasini. Good night.